Oz! 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 It's the Batman. Okay, that was a different Batman movie, but, well, there might even be a Scarecrow in the Batman Part 2. Who knows? I mean, they teased it in the Penguin. Don't know if he's gonna change his name to Crane. I don't know. But it does make me wonder about the Batman Part 2, especially after the Penguin series. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed the Batman Part 1. Robert Pattinson is incredible as the Batman. But the Penguin series definitely leveled it up a lot. Because in order to get a really great hero, we need a very good villain. And this villain, man, I just want to get him. Get him! I just want Batman to just... Spoilers! If you haven't seen The Penguin, I think you should. It's really good. And if you're still here, you know about the ending already and what's in store for the Batman Part 2. Because seriously, the finale of the Penguin series... Vic! No! I just wish Batman was there to just go, go! Then what he did to his own mother. Man! I want Batman to come in and just go. So yeah, very convincing villain, and he should be. The way I feel about him, and the way I want him to go out, makes him a fantastic villain. He did really well. Colin Farrell, it's really good. I loved him in the Batman Part 1. I loved him in the Penguin series. And man, I can't wait for him to get his ass kicked and die. So that's why I want to talk about the Batman Part 2, especially that ending where they're teased. The bat signal comes on. You can literally hear the Batman theme music. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, it's the Batman. So even though Batman came out a few years ago, I think this series reigniting our passion, our emotional want to see the next Batman film. But unfortunately, it's been delayed. Yeah, delayed till October of 2026. So much more time to go. But the Penguin series did reveal what could be the next step in this Batman world, which they say it's not going to be part of the DCU, so it's going to be its standalone thing. So there's definitely a lot of theories where it could go. Of course, I think Penguin's going to be a major character in the Batman Part 2. Sophia looks like she's going to come back and, hinting at Catwoman as well. And there was like a ton of other rumors like Clayface and Harvey Dent and Mr. Freeze even. But I think James Gunn debunked that. I don't know. But because I like talking about heroes, definitely the biggest person that's going to come back is Robert Pattinson himself as the Batman. And Matt Reeves did talk a little bit more about the Batman Part 2. Revealed something interesting. So he explains that the events of the Penguin directly follow from the first film. This was a great time of great turmoil in the city. It's literally the week after what happened. Much of the city is in desperation, so police can't get everywhere. There's crime everywhere. It's a very, very dangerous time. Batman's out there trying to grapple with the aftermath of everything that happened, which to some degree he blames himself for. And so apparently our hero is entering a challenging new phase as he finds it very hard to be Batman. Now, a lot of people thought this was a identity crisis issue, another identity like Spider-Man 2. But I'm going to play you the actual interview and exactly what Bruce needs to come to terms with in Part 2.
The idea that this corruption extends as deep as it extends creates a lot of, I would say that in the first movie, Batman views things very simplistically in a certain way. He sees things in black and white and what he can represent and how he can affect that. And as we enter into the next movie, there's a lot more gray. There's a lot more sort of people at odds. There's a lot of division within the city. It's a lot like the way our world is now, where there's a lot of turmoil because people are sort of in their camps and they're not communicating. And how does Batman fit into that? Where do you fit? It's not as clear as like going, oh yeah, bad guy, I go after bad guys. Makes things very easy. And when things are in gray, it makes it very hard to be Batman. And so that's part of the challenge as we're entering it. So what you're seeing here is part of what is brewing.
Yeah, so it's a gray world. Not everyone's bad and not everyone's good. There's definitely an in-between. And it looks like it's going to be difficult for Bruce to determine his course of action in certain situations and maybe with certain people, certain characters. I'm also thinking if he's going to go deeper into the corruption of Gotham City. That just smells like Court of Owls. Yeah. It seems like that's the route too. And it's also revealed that there's also going to be a part 3, right? So definitely we have a lot of Rose Gallery to go through with. So maybe the next one will not only be Penguin, not only have like Catwoman, maybe Barry Keoghan will return as a Joker, rumored, hush, I don't know. Can't wait to find out more as we head to October of 2026 and hopefully see Batman take on the Penguin. Oz, he's coming, Oz. He's coming. He's coming for you.